Okay, and we should be live. Good. All right, let me unmute here. Okay, testing on my end. Okay, and we should be live. Good. All right, let me...
You're good, we hear you.
Well, no, I was waiting for the Twitch to respond. There's obviously a delay, so I wanted to hear. And I'm coming through good, so I'm going to assume you guys are too, but be live. Give me 1 second while it...
You're good, we hear you.
Well, okay, no, I was waiting. All right, cool. All right, see, and then I was running into the weird loop thing, which was driving my brain crazy, which is why I hate doing that part. Okay, but we are here, and we will be joined by Ray of the Sun shortly, just because currently we have a little blockade on their picture, but they will join us soon. Welcome all, again, to another wonderful session of the Dead Sea God. And I ask, who wants to do the recap? That's the other thing. I kind of wanted Gina to be here for the recap, because I don't know if she watched last session's VOD to know what happened or not.
We can bring her up to speed pretty quick, I think.
That is fair. Well, in that case, who wants to say what all went down last session? And we are already rolling dice. I need this.
See.
Okay. So, what you calls it? In that case, oh, you guys were rolling to see who got the short straw. Okay, that's what was happening. I apologize.
The recap rollies.
All right. Well, no one else seems to be rolling, so unfortunately, I feel like you have accidentally raised your hand.
That's okay. I'll take it. I'm sure no one would have rolled lower than me anyways.
I don't know why this system's...
I do a little D20 thing, and it just keeps putting a counter on. So I'm like, well, what are you doing? Now I feel like it's going to roll 3 dice.
Where are you? So there's just the little... Hang on. What would happen? Okay, that's what... Okay, so... if you click it once and then just hit the roll button.
Well, it's up to 3, so I don't know how to get it back down.
I think you can just highlight it and hit delete. Oh, and right click versus left click, but I don't know how that's going to work on your... Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
And that will be my one good roll for the game.
Hey, man. At least you got one good one.
All right. Does Shava wish to roll for the potential recapitude?
I do not.
All right. I'm sorry, Benny. You have been chosen once again.
Well, again, that's just how it goes for me. So
it is all right. You do it so well. You and
it's because I have to recap every single time in every game I play because I roll like shit.
For the record, I wouldn't mind doing it, but as the DM, I like to hear what my players remember of last session. Because I, of course, and me especially, I have a bizarre encyclopedic issue with these sort of things. Anyway, continue with our glorious recap of last session.
Yeah, so we ran into Quell again after we left our long rest. And we didn't run into Quell. We heard that Quell was in a tizzy and had left. He didn't come to meet us. And we had to be handheld to the realization it was because we mentioned the little baby mini griffins. And so he had gone to try to rescue them himself. So we ran into the desert to follow, saved his life, saved the little mini griffins' lives. And we were just starting to explore the camp of the smugglers, which I recognized their scheduling as that of smugglers because of just I had a pretty decent investigation roll. So we were in the middle of investigating their camp, and we're about to take a long rest.
I assumed it was
a long rest, a short rest.
I was going to say, you guys just woke up. Okay, short rest. All right. To that end, And because I don't...
We marked that we'd have a short rest.
I was just about to get that because you guys have
Sorry.
not done so yet. No worries. I understand. Allow me to open up the thing here just real quick to make certain. In fact, I'll open up Faraday's here as she is not with us this day. Sorry. All right. So, where did they put that? It should exist somewhere. She's got a different shape on her sheet than what I am prepared. Okay. So, specifically on Shava's sheet here, underneath hit die, on your main page, there's going to be a section that says hit die.
Okay.
And then underneath it, you've got a 1 of 1, and you're going to hit the S rest. That is indicating a short rest. And then I think for Benny, yours is set up, the way your character sheet appears to me, there's a little bed next to your character's icon on your sheet.
Yep, I see it. That's what I was planning to do.
All right, good. And then let me double check how Quokey's is set up. Yours is the same
mine says
as
short rest.
Shava's. So when you open up your character sheet, you can hit, All right, and then that is the HP you guys get added. Does it get added automatically, or do you guys have to hit a button? Nope, it gets
Mine got
automatically.
added automatically.
Awesome. All right, and everyone has done their short rest. I don't think I can do that with... I cannot, in fact, do that with characters, but we're going to say that... Quell is also going to short rest. He does not have hit die, but he's pretty close to max anyway, so I imagine any die he would roll would probably bring him up to full, so...
Question.
Yes.
Does Quell have a class?
No. He doesn't.
Aw. His class is friend.
Technically, he is statted as a scout, so if I were to build him for realsies, he'd probably be a ranger, maybe? Or something else that wields a bow, obviously.
That makes
Would
sense.
you be willing to build him for realsies?
I mean, I could, but that would assume he's going to be reoccurring in things, and you guys are about to leave, and he lives on the monolith.
We could take him with us.
That you will have to speak with him on, and if such a thing occurs, then, yes, I suppose so, but...
Koki gets a cool message about taking a short rest, and I didn't. Man.
Cool. Just taking care of Faraday, and did Ray actually lose any hit points in that last
I
one?
don't
He
know
did
if Ray
not.
lost me.
All right.
Too many zoomies.
Too much zooming. All right. So we have all short rested. And therefore you guys are back up to looking pretty good. Was there more you all wished to investigate about the den here, the camp?
I think because I rolled a nat 20, I found everything I'm gonna find, but I wanted to check into their boat back there too.
You absolutely can. And it's just to say that Quell is going to be over here kind of looking at the tiny birds. He is making bird noises at them. It's not too dissimilar to how you or I might cat, except it seems to be more natural to him. And the birds seem to be dealing okay with it. Little griffins.
No, I can't move on the screen.
What?
I think, is anybody else's game paused?
Yeah, mine is paused
God.
as well.
I don't
Okay,
have the...
well, that's
I
why you
am
can't
so
play.
sorry. I am a... How do I hit if...
It's okay.
I don't... How do I unpause? Nope. Okay. Oh, okay. I think... Are we good now?
Yes, now I can
Yes.
move.
Okay, cool. I don't know if that was technically the best way to correct it, but we have corrected it. I totally missed
It
that
is
it
a
was so
solution.
paused. Okay. We're all good. All right, so...
Can I jump on this little cart before we leave?
I mean, you
I just
can.
have some
It's technically like a
good
carriage, so...
energy, but-
Yeah. This is mostly a little bit like free thing right now. There's an easy step up to get there. I mean, it's designed to be carried up on top of it. In addition, as you were going by, you did notice the remains, some skeletal remains back here. Oh, and also the dead smuggler that your friend
Moited
very efficiently. All right, so Benny, with your investigation, it is a
Not
boat.
great.
It is a boat, definitely.
Yep.
It is fairly small. It looks like it could definitely have carried the dudes and the cargo, probably not the whole cart. And it's meant for like shallow waters and stuff. This thing, I mean, most of the boats around here are, but this thing looks like it was. I wouldn't take it too far out.
Here's my question.
Yes.
I have proficiency with water vehicles.
Yes.
Could I take this and could we take it back to town? Would it be faster and or safer to do it?
Did I hang on. I think I do I where the balls did I put the map? One moment. Have a map.
That's okay.
To answer the first question, you can in fact pilot this boat. It is a boat.
Yeah.
No, did the camera do it again? Frickin' bollocks my camera. Give me one moment. I don't know why, but I think it's because I yeeted my thing one too many times. Okay,
Uh-oh.
It has decided. Like, remember that one time I accidentally yeeted the front of my tower off?
Yes.
I'm gonna have to double check that. It might also just be that the cord is a loosey-goosey potato bean. Okay, let me see here. It was about an hour by foot. I forget the average traveling speed of tiny boat. Actually, I can pull up information on the standard traveling speed of boat, if you will give me a moment. As far as safer, I mean, it would probably be safer. And also, it's a boat. How else would you get it back there except for sailing it? I don't know about safer, but it's not safer. I don't know about shorter, but it's like only an hour outside of town. Worst case scenario, it's like 2 hours. It's not going to be that much slower. I'm willing to hand wave it rather than like look up the specific number right now. If we're okay with that. Okay.
Will we all
oh, that is another question. I am not sure all. Oh, wait, hang on. Let me look. I put this map on here. There's enough room for at least the 3. And then another 5. It'd probably be really tight. Especially because you have to put the cages with the birds on it there as well.
That's true.
However, you were already hugging the shoreline.
Yeah.
I think it wouldn't be too terrible for like some of you to walk and then somebody to pilot the boat back.
So here's my question then.
Yes.
Should I take the birds on the boat for ultimate safety?
I think that's a good idea.
I could not quite make out what you said, Stella. I'm sorry.
I said I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. I think that might be the safest way to do it.
Okay.
I was just thinking about how difficult it would be to carry them in their cages. And so you don't have anything to hook the wagon up to.
I mean, if nothing else, there are 6 of you, including Quell, who is willing to help you rescue the birds, because that's the whole reason he came out here. So each of you hypothetically could carry a bird cage. Or it's more of a cat carrier kind of shaped thing. But I do agree, boat would probably be more efficient.
Okay, I think that's what I'm gonna do. So does anyone want to ride with me?
Ride with you.
Yay!
Quell, would you like to come too?
Quell is not a fan of boats. Quell will accompany walking folk or flying. Quell will fly. Quell will fly and keep eye on all from air.
Okay.
Let's load these puppies up.
All right.
And just swim alongside the boat.
You could, couldn't you?
I mean, you could, yeah. I feel like the boat will go faster than you can swim, though.
Yeah, technically I could also probably swim, but I won't. I would rather take the boat so that I can steer the burbs.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Whee!
We
On a
can
boat.
take turns swimming.
All right. So, but yeah, it can definitely hold two. Like, this thing was initially designed for 3 people and birds. Well, maybe not designed, but it could definitely hold 3 people and birds. I just don't know if it could hold 6 people and birds. So,
Yeah, that's a lot of. That's why I was asking. I was like, this boat doesn't look that big.
okay. So, are you guys then all good finishing your exploration here? And we can cut over back to town.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you gonna make me roll to?
I am not going to. I was more than I am content to sort of hand wave a little bit of travel at this point. Like,
Yeah,
you're good.
I grew up on boats. I'm not gonna not know how.
I mean, and you're just hugging the shore. You're pretty much just like, just guiding this thing to make certain, and it's not going like super fast. There's not like gale force winds.
I'm straight up like canals of venison this back to Bosie.
Pretty much, yeah. What you calls it? One thing though, I will have Koki roll an intelligence, I guess. I don't think there's an appropriate that or like knowledge history if you happen to have it.
I'm not even seeing. Oh, intelligence is one of the big ones. Okay. No, I don't think it would say knowledge history, right? Not just history.
Does it? Hang on. Let me pop it open because I forget how they have it written here. No, it would actually just be history. Sorry, I'm thinking about an older edition.
So that's my intelligence +2. I feel like I should do that one.
Well, no, that's just your int. Sorry, I'm opening up your character sheet here. But you are actually proficient. Like, this would be something you would probably know. It's mostly just a question of whether or not you think about it. But so just roll. Actually, yeah, just roll history for me real quick since this is the same roll.
Hey, look at that.
Okay, cool.
Nice roll.
Very nice. You would think about the parameters of guild issues as far as the most guild merchant, most ships that do trade have to have like certification with either the guild, merfolk, or both. Assuming I'm remembering that correctly, Carissa might have further details on that, but she can correct me if I am wrong. But it's mostly just a situation that this boat was probably not correctly registered, being that it was owned, by people acting illicitly. So
by smugglers.
Yeah, so you might have to do some kind of registration for it whenever you get back, if you decide to keep the boat. But just something.
Gotcha.
Anyway, that's the only...
I was thinking about it, but what use is this boat going to be? We're not going to be able to take it anywhere a long distance, and we're not going to be able to fit all of us on it, so...
Well, yeah.
We all just walk back together?
Or, ooh, wait.
With birds?
Could we... Oh my god, my cat's biting me on the knee. When we get... Would it be safer to take this boat back, like, hugging the land bridge? Would we encounter less combat that way? Because we won't have the birds with us unless we keep one as a pet, you know what I mean?
You could... I mean, yeah, this thing is specifically designed for pretty much hugging the shoreline.
Yeah.
Also, because if they go too far out, they would have encountered a merfolk patrol. So this thing is well designed for that. You could squeeze the 5 of you on there. It wouldn't be comfy, but you could do it.
Yeah.
As far as long term is concerned. But I methink it's up to you. There is a boat in proximity. I'm not going to deny you a boat. If you want to keep the boat, you can keep the boat.
Yeah, I think maybe because we've encountered combat twice in the desert already, I feel like it might be safer to take the boat back from Bosie to Forum.
We can always sell it when we get back too.
Exactly. We're not going to use it, but someone might.
I was going to say we could also just let somebody borrow it, just say it's our boat, but you can use it for whatever you need to use it for while we're gone, and then that way we have a boat if we ever come back.
That's true.
You could rent the boat.
We could rent out the boat. We could. These are plans.
Make a little income.
Indeed.
Yeah, a little passive income.
These are things to be contemplated.
But until then, we are going to definitively take the boat. Half of us take the boat back to take back the burbs, and then the other half walk.
Okay. All right. So, in that case, then, I will swap the map over here. Assuming I do this correctly.
Okay. Just out of curiosity.
Yes.
What would I roll for the future? Because I'm assuming eventually there will come a time where I do have to, like, pilot a boat. What would I just roll proficiency?
You would roll I imagine it would depend slightly, but I'd classify that as like a dex skill, possibly strength. It depends on if you're like rowing it or like steering it, I imagine. I'm willing to hear all like things. Possibly int or wisdom if you're trying to navigate like a foggy terrain.
Oh, so we're talking like proficiency plus?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Because I mean,
I'm just trying to figure this out because my mind has been blown. I'm like, oh my god, I can fucking pilot boats.
Boats are nice. Quick thing, are y'all on the map currently?
I am not.
I am.
Okay. I can see the map, but I don't exist on it.
Well, no, there aren't tokens because this is just a decorative map. It was mostly a question of, are you guys physically here and can you see the map?
Yes, I can see it.
Because we are now, so basically, yeah, you pretty much took the boat along this coast area here back to Boise. Because like I said, you pretty much just hugged the coastline to go straight up. All right. So, y'all take about hour or two, and mind you, you guys like set out at around dawn, so it is still very early morning. And you have piloted the boat back. Quell is following you guys from overhead, and the foot troops and everything arrive back here. You pull up on the boat towards this fishing area, or at least what seems to be like a little fisher's dock area, and there's an area for you to tie up your boat and everything.
Neat.
All right. So, now that you are back in town, Quell lands, and he, turns to you guys and says, I must return goods to, hang on, I have the name written down, one moment. I must give goods to Horan, and then I wish to speak with friend, I actually don't know if you guys gave him any of your names.
Sorry. Let's assume we did.
Okay. And then
we did. Right. I think we did when we first met him.
Okay, sorry. I could not recall. I do apologize. And then Quell would like to speak with friend Shava before Quell go. If he's okay? And he is looking towards you.
I smile and nod.
All right.
Aww.
Okay. So he's going to duck in real quick to the store, to the Willow's Bend, to go drop that off. And then Horan, I guess at that point he's going to probably be gone for a minute because Horan is probably going to be like, oh my god. Well, actually, no, wait. Horan would have been out still looking around and everything, and then he would have seen you guys come back. Sorry, I'm putting my head back into where everything was before you left, and then now you're
okay.
Back. And so Horan, he sees you guys. He is coming over, and he's like, oh my god, where were you guys? Did everything work out well? And because he's obviously been healed and bandaged up now, but sorry, there were two squirrels fighting outside my window for like a split second, and my brain just freaking dog squirrel. Anyway, my apologies. Horan Horn is like, he does all that, and Quell's like, it is all right. Quell got into a spot of trouble. Friends helped. Anyway, here are beads that Horn friend requested. And Horn's like, oh yes, I have to get the money. Give me a moment. Actually, I got them for, and then he points to Ray. I got them for Ray here. Can you just give them that real quick? I'll go get the money. And then he runs off to get the money, and Horn will give the beads to Ray so that he will have them when Gina joins us.
I'm gonna type a little reminder in the chat.
Yeah, that is appreciated. I was curious. I mean, yeah, I wasn't sure how late was, and I didn't want to be a pester.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He's gonna come back real quick, get the money to give to Quell, and he's gonna turn to Ray and just be like, "Okay, I hope this is gonna turn out great for you. I'll be, at the shop working. Just whenever you get ready, come in and see me." And he's gonna go back. And then, after that, Quell is going to sort of go off to the side and usher Shava. He's wanting to talk to you in private, if that's all right.
I trot after him.
Okay. All right. Well, first, Quell wanted to give beads. Quell promised. And then he gives you a bag. It's a lot smaller than the one that he gave to Ray. Apologies. Could not find as many small beads for, as he indicates your hair. It's like, it is very fine compared to feathers. I am worried they will not hold well, but I did my best. And because I did not feel that was sufficient, the past night, while Quell was thinking, Quell did a lot of thinking, Quell made this. And then he pulls out a larger thing. It's not quite a bead. It looks almost like it might have been a bracelet, except it's much, much smaller. And it's got a series of dots sort of drilled into it in a triangular pattern. And he holds it out to you, and then with one hand he points to the side of his head where an ear might be. It is for ear. Believe cuff is what called for ear cuff. Not so great with words.
Beautiful.
Little holes for plant bits. Could not remember how big plant bits were or were seen, so made little pattern. Hopefully will fit.
I start struggling to get it on my ear, my face alight with pleasure.
Oh, Quell may help? He is
let him help.
Okay. He's
I love
trying.
Quell and I would die for him, FYI.
All right, he is going to very gently sort of try to maneuver the little tendrils of leafy bits through the holes, and now you've got this little carved bone ear cuff decorating there.
Love it. It's beautiful.
Quell is glad you like it, but what you calls it? It is even more appropriate now that friends save Quell, but it leads to the main reason Quell wanted to speak, cause Quell will not be. He's struggling to try and find the right words. It is not my people's way to deal in worldly matters. Execo, god of wind, it is our duty as his children to see things with impartial eyes. Quell failed in this task. Quell had no reason to suspect people in desert. Quell should not have said things. The fact that Quell was right at the end of things does not matter. And so Quell has decided to spend some time in meditation back home for what will be a while. Quell was not sure if friends were staying around, so Quell wanted to tell you himself. Just in case you worry where Quell has gone. Quell is fine, but Quell must search inside why he thought things as he did. But
Looked very sad. I was gonna ask if you wanted to come with us, but I understand.
He does a little smile. It's like, I appreciate offer from friends, but even if Quell was not tending to meditation, Quell could not leave home. Quell is comfortable here, going between the mountain and his friends here in Bossy. But should friends ever come back, Quell will be here. Well, not here. Quell will be around.
Okay. Well, I realize I don't have anything to give you, but I pull out a little tiny flag and I braid it into his feathers.
Oh, so cute.
Is it the little orange flag you mentioned before?
It is the little orange flag.
Okay, I forget. Okay, sorry. Remind me the cat's name.
Sebastian.
Sebastian. Very good. All right. Sorry, as the DM, I just wanted to remember. It's like, oh. He gives a little shake to make certain that it stays in the place as the beads in his feathers rattle. It's like,
I like to leave these places I go. It's my way of saying that, I've been there.
It is nice to meet new people and learn new things. Even if they are worldly, it is good to know things. And just knowledge is not bad. It is how it is applied.
That is true. I hope you find what you're looking for in your meditations.
Thank you. Quell bids you good day.
I give him a hug before he leaves, like wrap around his arms or wings.
Aww. Quell is a little he is startled by it a bit, but he reciprocates.
That is some worldly stuff, but also friendship is more important than the separation between worldly things.
All right. So they can
I come back to our group.
Yes, and Quell flies away. All right. My apologies for the little tangent there, but now you have birds. Oh, by the way, did you guys just unload those off the boat with like everyone watching?
I thought they were still on the boat. I didn't know we'd done anything with them.
That was my question. Are they still on the boat? Like, I didn't actually
I would assume that probably I'm going to be cautious enough to want to keep them and then have the guy who is like the breeder come find them. Or have someone go get the breeder and come to us.
Okay. In that case, then, who wishes to go fetch the breeder? Also, his name is Varus.
Yes, Varus. My bad.
It's okay. It's been a hot minute. I was reminding you. His name is Varus.
I mean, I don't care. I'll go.
All right. So, Cookie then. Sorry, I was trying to check something. I'll look at that later. Sorry, I saw something in the chat there. All right, so
Is it the meme I posted?
it was the meme you posted, yes.
That's what I pictured, like Shava coming back to, because Benny's alone with the 2 cats. So
All right. So Koki runs off to Varys's house. I assume you knock on the door of some description, or what are you doing here?
Yeah, like if I just walk up, I just need to see if he's there, so I'll give it a gentle tap.
Okay. And then the door, it takes a moment or two, and then Varys opens the door a little bit to see who it is, and then sees it. She was like, "Oh, you're back. Is there news?"
Yeah, we have brought back the birds. Okay, sidebar. This is the same guy that I asked for food to feed them if we got them back, correct?
Yes. This is
Okay.
the dude who looks some combination of Shalaran and elf. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And who is
All right,
the
so yes.
bird breeder who was giving you and Ray heebie-jeebie vibes because you weren't sure how to feel about bird cats.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we've got them. We got into a little bit of a tussle in the desert, but we got them back safe. But we didn't want to traipse them around the city. So, what do you want to do about it?
Oh goodness. Yes. Yeah, I have a cart in the back here. It's a little hand one. I can put at least a couple of the cages in there. You said they were okay. I'll look at them and I'll have to give them a once over once we get back. Let me go around the back and get the cart.
Okay.
He then shuts the door.
I'll wait
runs
out here.
All right. He shuts the door, takes a minute or two, and then you see him come around with what's a little bit closer to a wheelbarrow, but it looks like it'll hold a cage or two, and it looks like he's got a series of like blankets, cloths, tarps, something to cover the cages with.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, here, follow me.
All right. And he's going to follow you back to the rest of the party here.
Yes.
Okay. And then y'all see pretty much what I described: Koki, Varys, wheelbarrow, blankets. All right. Yes, hello all of you.
3?
I'm sorry, say that again?
I'm sorry, I just couldn't remember how many birds we had on the boat.
There are 6 birds.
6, right?
There are 6 birds, yes.
6, okay.
And then I know people had wanted to keep one or to ask to keep one as the team pet. Are we going to try to negotiate that?
Yes.
I mean, I feel like that could be our finder's fee.
I think that's a good move. I'm -1 to charisma though, so I'm going to leave it up to someone else to negotiate that.
Okay. So, also here's. Okay, give me 1 second. I gotta find a button here. There it is. So he's gonna come up and see you all, and this is the first time he's seeing Shava here because she was away from the party when you first spoke with him. So Shava, you have not seen this gentleman before. He is some combination of Shalaran and elf. You're not sure if he's like elf descendant or like a half and half type person or what, but he definitely has the characteristics, the broader nose of the Shalaran with a blue-gray skin, and pointed ears and things that are more akin to that of an elf. And he's going to see you, and if I do this correctly, he's going to say, oh, and then he's going to say something in Elvish, which I'm going to try and type this out. And if I do it correctly, you guys should, only people who read Elvish will be able to see this here. 1 second here.
Not I. And not.
Yeah, I was like, not me.
Is this supposed to be in the Foundry chat?
Yes, this will be in the Foundry chat.
Okay.
Oh,
I don't see
okay.
anything as of yet.
That is because I have not hit the enter button yet. Because
Okay.
I am a very slow typer. Ah, no. Why didn't it? I thought it was going to work. Shoot. Okay. Well,
It is in the Twitch.
oh, it moved. God, I forget that this thing is weird and moved. And
Ooh.
it's not in the... Okay, there it is. All right. So, yeah, I had to bounce back and forth. All right. So the question is, can Stell, you read that on your character thing?
I can read it, yes.
Okay. Can anyone else read it?
I can see characters that I can't read. That's really cool.
Awesome. Okay,
That is really cool.
Okay. So he says that to you.
So I can switch into Elvish and respond. Let
Yes.
me try this.
But yeah, right down there in the little text area that should say language, and you should be able to click that. Oh, real quick though, I'm gonna send you a note real quick, this time in Discord, because this is something that your character would know, just in case you had a question here, because I realized I just kind of threw this at you.
Okay.
Oh, I also said one of the words wrong.
That was a shitty roll, but I just wanted to do a vibe check. Does he seem like he's angry, or does he seem like he's okay? But the roll was bad, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, is this in just me and the DMs?
Yeah, this is just me in Discord in our little side chat in the main hub thing. You should get a notification as soon as I am done typing. Again, I am a slow potato. And okay. Okay, I have sent you the thing. Can you see the thing?
Yes.
Okay. And that is a thing that you would know, just for clarification. Also, because again, I mistyped it, but no one can tell because it's in Elvish. So, ha! Oh, and but as she is reading that and thinking about what to respond, just in a response to Benny's insight check here, yeah, no, you can't tell vibes. He's just like, he has said a weird thing.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure what it means.
No, cannot read the vibes.
In Elvish? Did that come in Elvish?
That did not come in Elvish.
Oh. Okay, so I have language set to Elvish.
Huh.
Weird.
I
did not get it, I promise.
All right. But he nods at you in response, and then turns to the rest of the party here. My apologies. Because of course he was just speaking a different language from other people. Wasn't sure about who knew it or not. But where are the little ones?
I'll just step off the boat and gesture that direction.
Oh, I assumed you guys were like more in part of the town. I didn't know you guys were. Oh, wait, straight at the. Okay, he took you all to the boat. All right, sorry, I'm a little bit.
Yeah, I'm supervising the boat. I don't trust nobody.
All right, totally fair. All right, so you're at the boat, and it's like, so basically he pretty much like drops everything he is holding in the also give me one moment here. I lost track of something. Did I?
Ruh-roh.
There it is. Okay. No, sorry. I just want to make certain I had a window available. Okay. He pretty much just like drops the whole wheelbarrow thing that he's holding, it kind of thunks, and he's running over to check on the birds, and he starts mumbling sweet things. It's like, hello, little ones. Oh, are you all right? I know it was very scary. It's all right. It's all right. And then the birds seem to recognize him, and he's gonna reach in to scratch one. He's like, all right, they do look a bit flustered, but otherwise fairly unharmed. I'll give them a further look over back at the house. Come. And then he gestures to start trying to unload and pack up the couple of cages into the cart and then cover them with the blankets and everything. Sorry, do you guys mind carrying a couple of these? I have some blankets to throw over them at least.
I'll help him load it up.
Take them all away? I have a question for you.
Yes.
We did get into quite a scuffle trying to get these birds back for you, and we traveled a long way to get them. Would you mind if maybe as a finder's fee we were able to keep one of them?
Oh, he's a bit caught off guard by the question here. These animals in question are actually kind of under contract. I think I mentioned. Sorry, you weren't there before. I spoke to your friends. These animals are under contract from a merchant, a gentleman by the name of Barrett. I apologize. I hadn't. You would not know. He is definitely seeming a little bit flustered. You have put him on the spot, if nothing else. What you calls it?
They won't miss one.
Say what?
So surely they won't miss one.
That's not quite how the contracts work. I wouldn't. I certainly wouldn't want to try and break something like that. The guild contracts are pretty. The guild takes contracts pretty seriously. And then he pauses and he's kind of like stares off for a second. But and he takes one more look at Shava here. I might have something you'd be interested in. But he's back at the house. I should say one. Aho! Give me one moment because I need to poke at OBS here.
My wife.
The Gina has entered the party, but currently this thing. So let me get this.
Okay, if you're poking at OBS, I can bring Gina up to speed.
Yes, please inform the Gina, assuming she can hear us. Let me find, where did I put all the buttons? Okay.
My wife.
Okay, I need this.
So wife, last session we ran into, well, we were going to meet up with Quell and he had not shown up and people were worried about him, and it turns out that us talking about baby birds being fucking kidnapped scared the shit out of him. So he ran to go find the people that he mentioned having seen. And so we went after him, ended up in combat with some smugglers, and Quell helped us out and we beat them and we saved the little baby burbs. So now we are back in town negotiating. We're returning the baby burbs and we were going to take one as a pet, obviously, and so now we're in negotiations.
Wait, we found the baby birds finally?
Yeah, we did. We found the baby burbs. You actually killed the shit out of a guy.
Oh, good for me.
Yes, I did send you a link to the YouTube video and things if you want to rewatch it at some point later. But I assumed you were
Yes, you did.
Combat went real fucking bad for the first half. I went down fast.
You went down.
I need you guys to understand what kind of show Romeo and Juliet is to work on.
Oh, you're
It's hell on
doing
earth.
you're doing like the big name dude.
Yeah, we're a Shakespeare company.
Well, you were doing other stuff before. I didn't know.
Yeah. I'm also watching my roommate struggle with the bottle of champagne. Anywho, yeah, no, we're primarily a Shakespeare
Okay.
company. Yes.
Also, you got the
So I've
beads
been
from
really
Quell
busy.
that you wanted, or from the guy that you wanted for your runner that you were going to make.
Oh, yeah.
And Quell left.
And Quell left.
He did.
Oh.
He got too lost in the sauce with worldly concerns, so he's got to go meditate.
All right. Now, what you calls it? As I was saying, Varus, it's like, I have one that you might be interested in. But first, if you can help me, let's get these guys back to the house, and I can show him to you.
Do I have to tie off our little tiny
Yes,
boat?
you will have to tie off the little boat.
I would secure it somehow. Are we
How-
worried about people stealing it? Do one of us want to stay with the boat?
I am worried about someone stealing my boat.
Stealing your stolen boat.
Hey, man, they're dead. They're not going to
Stolen,
fucking
they're
use
dead.
it. They're dead. They can't use it. Exactly. Shava knows.
Okay.
Okay, what if I stay with the boat, though? This is my boat. I want it.
Okay, if you want to, alternatively, like there is clearly like a couple other boats here, you could just throw the dude who's like fishing facility this is like a silver or something to keep an eye on the boat.
I'm not going to be much help with negotiations because, again, I have -1 to charisma, so...
Okay, I do feel bad that you'll be removed from the convo. Is that still going to be okay, though?
It's Benny. He's not going to
Hold on.
talk.
Hold on. I have entangle. Can I entangle the boat so we can
Ooh.
make sure no one steals it?
I do not think that lasts that long.
Damn it.
I'm sorry, I love the idea, but I'm pretty sure it only lasts like 10 minutes.
That's a great idea, though.
Okay. Sorry.
No,
It's
no, no.
okay.
Also,
It's
you
okay.
might have burned all of your spells in that last combat, and I don't think you regen spell slots with a short rest.
You are
No,
correct.
I don't think you do.
Sorry. You are correct.
No worries, no worries. All right. But if Benny wishes to stay with the boat, he may stay with the boat.
He'll stay with the boat.
Okay. And give me 1 second because I need to look up a thing here.
But yeah, also that my wife, that thing I put in the meme chat was because Shava went off to talk to Quell privately, and that's what I pictured her coming back to because Benny was alone with Ray and Koki.
Okay. And then...
I mean, that's always Ray and Koki anyway. They're mischievous.
Yeah.
Also,
Cat
my
sitting.
apologies. I'm getting used to this new setup I have with laptop and iPad being used as 2 screens. So if I don't answer right away, that's I'm accidentally dragging something instead of pressing unmute.
Okay. I'm trying to... Okay, good. I can, in fact, do the thing that I wanted to do. Sorry, I'm just trying to get something ready for this convo here. Okay, cool. And then... Okay. All right, so... you guys carry back some of the cages. Some of you guys are carrying the cages with these blankets thrown over them. Varus is pushing his little wheelbarrow with the 2 or 3 of the other cages with the tarps on top. And you guys get back to his house. Yeah, I guess he takes you around the backside to like an access door so that you guys can bring them in without having to like traipse through the main house with the cages and everything. What you calls it? You are back inside of his barn with the various cages, and he's like, sorry, just let me unload these guys real quick and get them more comfortable, and then I'll show you. Hang on, I have his name written down. And then I'll show you Porlos. Porlos. All right. And as he's starting to put these little griffin boys away, and he's like giving them a quick like look over and a little scritch before he puts them in, he starts explaining. Now, I actually wasn't the only one who was doing this little project. I hazard. I barely call him an associate. Another individual had an interest and tried to start a similar project on a further out island. I don't even remember what it is. I tried to forget most of him. But he started with some that were owl-based. I think some sort of small owl, considering their size. So nocturnal and carnivorous, as opposed to my little fellows here. He ran into some troubles, and it's not important. Just know that he wanted out, and I didn't want him to still have the animals, so I brought his lot here, and but he shipped them. Of course, he incompetent person. He shipped them. He shipped a female and a male together. I had a clutch pretty much when they got here, and one of that litter was Porlos, and he's a little different. And by this point, I'm going to say he's finished putting the things away, and he now directs you to the door that was on the far side of the barn area that I had directed to you guys before. They're in here. As I said, they are nocturnal, as it is Porlos. But so just stay quiet. He usually likes to sleep on top of the log in the middle. And then he's going to like sort of like wait until you guys are ready to come through the door here. Whoever is coming to look.
I go up to the door.
Okay. So he is going to open the door like a little bit, and you see that there's actually kind of a curtain. Like it looks like there's a curtain closet there, so it looks like there's a little like shoot, not air pocket. Pass through? No, that's not the word either. You all know the word I'm talking about, right? No?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Anyway, there's one of those. He shuts the door and then opens the curtain. And inside this room, you guys, I think both of you should have dark vision of some description. So, what you calls it? You see that this area is quite a bit smaller than the other area, but there are still like separated pens that you have seen. Some with access to the exterior that seems to be shut to keep the light out. And or no, because he wouldn't try to like swap their cycles because there'd be no source of light. So never mind. There is light in here. Sorry, I was getting it confused with like zoo exhibits, and I'm like, that's not how this would work. So see these? It's not too dissimilar. It's just basically a smaller version of the barn, but there is a pen about in the middle with a big log in it, and on this log you see a critter that is a combination of these things. I have put the two pictures into the general chat for anyone who wants to see.
Discord chat?
Yes, the Discord chat.
Okay. So combination.
Gasp. I'm not even there, but gasp.
Wait, what's the first? Is the first thing an animal?
Yes.
It
it's
took
hard.
me a second to see the animal too, honestly.
Wait, say that again. Oh yeah, it took you a second to see the thing.
Me?
Yeah, sorry, I just didn't hear. Say that again, still.
Oh, mine's still loading.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, it's part palace cat.
That is its fluffy butt. It does somewhat match the log. And then it's got this bird that you might not have noticed because it's on top of this stick, and it looks very
Yes.
similar to this stick.
Can't remember what
Okay,
it's
just
called.
making sure. I was like, what kind of bird is that?
Oh,
So camouflaged.
it is,
I
which is why this bird cat seems to hang out on this log, because it took you a second, but only because he pointed out that, hey, look for the log. Did you see this thing that is otherwise very well camouflaged? But he does kind of he's kind of saying he's making certain Varus is making certain that you have seen him before he kind of like indicates to stay quiet, like the little like finger thing, and then ushers you back outside so that they can so you guys can continue talking without disturbing the burbs, as they are nocturnal. And clearly this burb is sleeping. So you get back outside. You have seen Polos. But yeah, he has an excellent temperament. He's the as you can see, not an owl. The rest of his flock don't they aren't mean to him, but he doesn't mesh well with them. So I took to taking care of him a bit. He's also not quite like them in that he's predominantly an insectivore. I like to take him out at night, and he'll go and he'll get these big moths in his face. It's very impressive mouth, actually. But as you can see, he's not as I said before. You weren't here, but as he looks at the other ones, I explained to your friends. I wasn't in this for breeding fanciful colors and everything. I wanted to make good companion animals. They're actually very intelligent, fairly well trainable. But I know not everyone is looking for that sort of thing, especially in a market setting. He's a very sweet lad. I just haven't figured out what to do with him, really. I mean, obviously he was perfectly well to live out his time here, as are all of these animals, but I feel bad that he can't socialize as much as he does, or as his species tend to in their flocks. Unfortunately, like I said, he's the only one that I feel is trained well enough that I'd be comfortable letting anyone handle him. The rest of his flock are still working on it. Carnivores are complicated. But as I said, the rest are kind of on contract. I can't do anything about it, but I feel you guys have done well by my birds. I think it's reasonable if you'd have him.
I think we'd need to discuss it and see if we can take care of a predominantly night animal before we make a decision.
Of course, that's the other thing. I understand he's a little bit awkward, although he does seem content to just sort of stay motionless like that all day. If you sat him on I imagine he also likes to, whenever I take him out at night, to perch on my shoulders. I'm not sure how comfortable that would be, walking around with a micro griffin on your shoulders all day, but it seems to be where he might be comfortable. But yes, of course. But you had asked the question, so I figured I'd introduce you to Polos. Or Polos. Sorry, there's an R in there. That was me talking, not him. He obviously knows the name of his damn bird. I'm trying to remember the name of his damn bird.
We should
So we're walking back to the group.
Yeah, we're gonna
back to the boat.
Yeah, we'll get back to you tomorrow morning. Does that work?
Oh yes, of course. I mean, I live here. I'm not going anywhere, so yes, of course.
We will discuss it tonight then.
Thank
you very much for showing us that beautiful boy.
I'm glad you like him. He is a very nice boy. Oh, actually, maybe you can come around this evening. I can show you what it's like to handle him at night.
Ooh.
We'll be back.
All right.
No,
Scene.
we walk off.
Yes. All right. So, you have discussed with Varus. You walk back to the boat, perhaps to speak to to regroup, talk to Benny, and other things. Go.
Did I
There's
encounter
this awesome
anyone trying to
looking-
step to my boat?
The fisherman who is going out to get to his boat sort of looked taken aback. There was somebody else on his dock at some point, and he would have been like, "Oh, hi there, stranger. Your boat, I take it?"
I give him the one, like the jerk up of the chin, like that, and that's it.
And he's gonna give you just sort of that little like lean back, like, "Well met, carry on."
That's it.
Nope. That's pretty much it. I mean, this is a very tiny ass, not even a town, not even a village. I don't even know what this is. A hamlet?
Hamlet.
I would describe this as a hamlet, at least. It's a
I'm
very
glad
tiny.
we both went the same direction with that.
Yeah. So speaking of Shakespeare, but yes, this is a very small hamlet. I don't even know if somebody who would be able to steal your boat would be like somebody would be noticeable if they suddenly showed up with an extra boat.
Mhm.
But your caution is well understood.
At the same time, it's just like how he would be, especially
Totally.
because he hasn't been on a boat forever and he loves boats. So
That is perfectly reasonable. I have no issue with you guarding the boat. I just wanted to let you know, like, the kind of atmosphere you're standing in right now.
Oh no, I know.
All right. Okay. So, your party returns.
Without a pet micro griffin, I notice.
Yes, but we have an opportunity to get another thing.
What is it?
I don't remember what it was called.
It's still a micro griffin. It is all
Okay,
still the
it's still a
same
micro griffin,
species. It's just a different like morph, basically. Though they have different like eating habits. Well, no, because even they're the same species. They're just different. Okay.
It's the difference between like a tabby cat and a ragdoll cat.
Yes, except they also have different diets. So but they are still interbreedable, so I'm thinking more like those lizards or something.
What are
I
the
don't know.
sand cats and a house cat? Like the sand cats who live in the desert that eat the insects?
If that's a thing, then yes.
That is a thing.
Then yes.
Yeah, or like horse and mule to make donkey, or whichever way it goes. Like
horse and
that
donkey
sort
to
of
make
thing.
mule, but yes.
Yes, that's the one. It's horse and donkey. Gotcha.
Also, zebras can be thrown in there, but I digress. Yes.
Can they actually?
Yes, because a zebra and a horse is called a zorse, or a.
Oh yeah.
There's another way. It depends on which one is the mom, which one is the dad. They actually change the names.
Makes sense. Anyway, dear God. Anyway.
Sorry, I am a mass encyclopedia of miscellaneous biology knowledge. Yes.
That's okay.
So you have as Koki, continue.
So basically, like she said, it's pretty much the same animal, just a different breed of the micro griffin. We can't get the ones that we carried in because they're all under contract and the guild is super strict about like who takes the animals. So it is a night dwelling creature. You said it was carnivorous?
Actually, he said that this one specifically was an insectivore, which technically is a form of carnivore, but different than, say, like an owl, which he said the other ones were.
Okay, I thought it was insectivore, but then you said something about carnivores afterwards, and I'm like, oh crap, I got that wrong too.
No. His main flock is carnivorous owl-based ones, and he is an odd duck because he he's clearly not an owl, and he eats bugs.
Well, there you go. So that was the only thing I was kind of worried about. I was like, if it eats anything, like I don't want it to eat us while we're sleeping. We all take turns watching anyway. Um, I don't know. I'd be up for like if we're gonna stay in this part of town, maybe we could take it for a day, see how we do with it before we flat out say yes, let's take it on our journey with us. But that's just my input. How's everybody else feel about it?
What if the group splits up? Now, granted, I know we're playing D&D and the group isn't about to split up, but our characters don't know that.
Totally fair. Continue the conversation. You're good.
What happens if we split up? We all worked very hard to get these cat griffins or these micro griffins here.
You won't have any competition from me. It'll be up to you to decide who takes it.
I feel like you were the original one who wanted it anyway. I'm just here to, get people what they want. So
Hold
we end
on,
up splitting up.
wasn't it Ray who was
was
this?
it Ray?
Or was
No.
it was either Ray or was it Faraday or was it Shava? I can't remember who.
If I recall correctly, Shava is the one who tried to basically shove one of these birds in her purse once she saw them. And then it was Faraday who was like, hey, don't screw with our payday here. And then Ray, and our apologies, Gina, but Carissa took a little bit of liberty here. And basically, Ray suggested, hey, we could try and persuade this guy to give us one as a finder's fee. And that was approximately how the conversation went.
Now I remember.
Yeah, that's pretty in character.
Mm-hmm.
It was either that or steal it.
Yeah.
I know. I'm pretty much too much of a wanderer, nomad, run around kind of person. I really don't want to be in charge of a creature full time. So if we end up splitting up, I don't think I'm going to be fighting you for it.
Maybe, honestly, do you think Shava and Faraday are going to split custody?
Does Ray have opinion of Burb?
Burb is super interesting. Would love to see how it works. Mostly, yeah, no, he's definitely for it. He must get a closer look.
I will say, Benny in character has absolutely no opinion. He might think it's kind of a pain in the ass, but I want a team pet. I think it would be fucking cute.
Okay. So we'll go back then later tonight and see how we all get along with them then.
Right.
I think that's a great plan.
Love that we're doing the trial run of this, just like we're going to a rescue or something.
We are kind of, aren't we? It's like an animal sanctuary.
Want to make sure he's a good fit for our group before we get him.
Yeah, the right temperament.
We're good pet owners.
We're very responsible.
You guys are. You guys are very responsible pet owners or potential pet owners. All right. And that gives Ray here plenty of time to finish that table runner and achieve the other quest objective in this town at this point.
We're probably...
Duck.
Go ahead.
No, I literally just said in a demon voice, my duck.
Your duck. So we're going to be doing a long rest here tonight and spending another night at the inn, right?
That would seem to be the case. Unless you guys wanted to start heading back to Forum in the evening. You could try to do a nocturnal shift on the boat to start heading back if that was your plan.
I'm just going to fork over the 1 silver to keep my boat overnight.
Okay, cool. All right. That is tended to. What you calls it?
No, wait. Oh my god, I just paid that to Shava. No, that was stupid.
Wait, you can do that in here?
Yeah, apparently.
Dude.
I am learning dole out money.
Enjoy the 1 silver, Shava.
I denied it. You got to keep it.
Thank you.
I looked at you very confused and asked you why you were giving me money.
I don't even. I just like subtract it. Is that an option? Hang on.
Everyone but the DM.
Hang on. Can I? Where's buttons? Hang on.
That's so funny.
Trying to
It
find.
just defaults to Java for some reason.
Okay. Where actually did they put money on this thing? Ah, there.
It's under inventory at the bottom.
Okay, yeah. So we're just gonna drop that down to 3 there. Okay. All done.
No, I already subtracted. I had 5.
I'm sorry. Okay, we're good. We're done. All right. Sorry. Not trying to steal monies.
It's okay. Java didn't steal my money.
All right. So, in that case, Ray. And I hope you guys don't mind. I'm trying to not rush.
No, that's fine.
Help you guys clean up in here a bit. Not clean up, crud. You know what I mean.
Progress.
Yes. Okay. So, we get to the role for the manufacturing of this table runner.
No pressure, babe.
You are using your Weaver's tools, and I believe you have said just before that you are knitting. That is a dexterity roll with your proficiency. I don't know if you have. Unfortunately, that isn't a slot on your character sheet. So if you just want to roll Dex and then add 2, we can go from there.
Hold on.
Yes.
Let me say, it looks like you can roll proficiency if underneath the stat that you're using, there's a little circle, and if you click it, it checks it off for adding proficiency? Question mark?
Let me look.
Yeah, because I have +3 to strength checks, but if I click that for proficiency, it adds 2, so I get +5.
Oh, those are your saves. The little circle next to is your save. Okay.
No, there's a proficiency one. Like, it's underneath the saves.
Hang on. I think the problem is that y'all are using like 2 or 3 different models based of character sheet based off of which ones you like here. So let me see.
Mm-hmm. Do you want me to screenshot this for you, Lindsay?
Yes, and I will look it over later. But if you have figured out how to make the roll, then the roll has been made. And in this case,
it definitely rolled with proficiency.
Okay. Hang on. Hang on. I want to be a nosy potato and double check here. It actually doesn't. It looks like it just rolled with your base modifier of 3 and not with the extra +2 you get from proficiency. So
that's 18, baby.
That is an 18. Now, as a little descriptor here, basically, we set a DC for the craft. In this case, it was a DC of 11. Being that it was pretty much a mundane object that's pretty straightforward. It's just a log knitting project. Spending the appropriate amount of time, which was, in this case, 8 hours. You spent 3 last night, so you spent 5 more now to finish up throughout this day. And then, in this case, you only completely fail the object if you get 13 less than the DC, which was physically impossible in this particular instance. So this was mostly a question of how nice or how not nice this object was. In this case, you got an 18, which is brain 7 over the DC, which means that you completed the project and you made it nice enough to get 1 boon. Or perk, depending on each one's, but I'm going with boons and flaws are the 2 things. In addition to your regular buff that you apply to all of your textile project, the cozy quality. So it already has the cozy quality, and now I want you to roll I'm going to start by having you roll a d20, because this will tell me what boon or perk you got type on it here. A perfectly valid location to roll a 1. All right. And
wow.
Dude, if you're going to get the 1 out of it, now is the good time to get the 1 out of it.
Yeah,
right.
where it doesn't mean anything, thankfully.
And so the extra boon, that is the extra quality of this table runner, in addition to being cozy, is that it is a durable table runner. This is a very hearty table runner, which translates to it having AC that is 5 higher than normal. And that's for the item's AC, not if you were wearing this, your armor would be that higher. It is an item's AC versus like if somebody was trying to destroy the thing.
That's rad. Where did you pull that from?
A fantastic question. This base list that I have is from Helenia's Guide to Monster Hunting. I did, however, I find that a lot of some of these abilities, boons, and flaws aren't as flavorful, or maybe they don't apply to like the right object as well. So I have a sub list here of the boons and flaws from the Witchcraft supplement, just in case I want to like swap something out or it doesn't work well, because they have it arranged by the quality of the material. So in this case, I currently have the textiles ones up as needed. But
that's cool.
I think I might have dumped a copy of this into the PC resources folder. Let me make certain that it is here and correct, because this also gives you guys a quick little step-by-step guide for harvesting if and when we get around to doing that. Let me just... Okay, I do need to make a copy back over, because I made an update to it a little while ago, and I need to send you guys.
Threw up everywhere. I'll be back.
Yep. Okay. I don't know what threw up, but something threw up. Carry on.
Doggy. Sorry, doggy.
Very good. I mean, not good. You know what I mean. Understood. Let me real quick actually just... Can I... Hang on a sec. Copy. Here's the move to. And rename. Okay. Another thing of note is that this whole thing is a little bit of, as far as the making process is concerned, sort of a mishmash of... this is the one I want. Well, no, we want
a couple different things.
Yeah. Okay. And just in case anyone wants to look at it directly nowish, I'm just going to dump the link in the Discord chat here. Oh,
that's
and... Okay. Okay. Sorry for that delay there. Anyway, Ray has Ray has successfully made his table runner.
As if I was ever doubted.
I
was.
You were doubted on the validity of the trade, not on your capabilities of making a table runner. I'm not gonna lie, I was really hoping for you to roll like even higher so that I could potentially give you like several boons to the point where it's like arguable, is this thing like partially magical or something? But no,
that would have been sweet.
I thought it would have been funny, but I let the dice decide, and we got durable, which is cool. And it's still cozy. So, you have a table runner. Are you going? And it has been 5 hours, which would put it... Dawn is like, what? Like at 7-ish? I'm going to say 7 just for my numbers. 6. Okay. I'm going to say 6. And you were gone for like 2 hours.
3-ish hours, yeah.
And like 3-ish hours, so, and that puts you at 9. And then another 5 hours would be 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. It is now approximately 2 in the afternoon. And I assume you are going to go then take this table runner over to the Willow's Bend. Oh, understood. My apologies.
Ruh-roh. I think the wife's having difficulty. She's also got a new laptop, so like
Ooh,
she's finagling a couple things.
fancy.
Yeah. Yeah, hers was just on its last legs.
I was going
so
to
she
say, I'm
traded
pretty
it in.
sure both of y'all had pretty beat up laptops.
Mine is still pretty beat up. Now she's got a new one.
Okay.
But yeah, hers was also like a work expense because she uses it for 3D printing for work, and hers
Oh.
it was getting so hot that it was just like not functioning.
I mean, hey, if she can get work to pay for it, by all means.
That unfortunately no, but she needed it for work, so that's why she pushed through and just bought a new one.
Anyway, how's everyone doing?
Good.
Oh, and the only other thing that might not have been mentioned is the mysterious symbol that was on the bottom of the letter, just if we were doing a catch-up at some point.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know if she can hear me though.
No worries. I can always send her the image after. You know what? I can actually just dump the image in the general chat
Yeah,
here
you
real
could
quick
like
too.
ping it.
Yeah, just give me a moment. Oh.
Okay, ignore this. That's just me. Okay, so here's my thing. If we have to do proficiency, could we not just roll it as a saving throw?
And then just unclick it after the fact? I mean, yeah, you could, sure.
You know what I mean?
I mean, it would make sense, honestly.
Instead of having to do like actual math.
That is acceptable. I accept these terms.
Also, that's going to be the best roll I ever do.
Come on. Yes, we got one person who's doing some cleanup, one person who's got some computer issues. And another person who's being eaten alive by a cat, apparently.
He's just messing around with his empty paper bag.
Okay. Burp.
The mysterious symbol. It is quite mysterious.
It is.
I return.
Huzzah!
Hello.
Hello.
Do you see the mysterious symbol in the chat?
Wait,
I
what
do
the
see the
balls?
mysterious symbol in the chat.
You do?
Hi, 1 second. Apparently, I was spacing out, and all of our freaking React images went down. Cripes. Oh dear.
What?
And in the Twitch, they're all errors.
Damn it.
1 moment. Why the actual balls? I did not. I mean, the computer is fine. Hang on. Let me just try and. I have no idea how long they've been like that. Whoopsie. Let me. Luckily, the only viewers, as far as I'm aware, is me. No, that's Okay. So I have no idea why these are suddenly not working, because the website exists. I am in the website. The website registers all of our information. Discord is obviously working. But for some reason, all of the images are error 521. What the heck is even error 521?
I'm just bringing Gina up to speed on the mysterious symbol while you're puzzling through that.
Oh, and Gina has disappeared.
Gina's gone?
Okay, I
Oh
have
no, my wife!
Okay, apparently all computers are just angry at us today.
Dear God.
Freaking crap. Well, I mean, the audio, I think, is still going. Give me 1 second to...
Okay, you can hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Sorry, I had to turn on push to talk and it
Because-
restarted Discord.
Oh no.
Huh. That is weird. If it makes you feel any better...
No.
What?
It's a new computer, so I had to give the permissions back to Discord to allow me to use push to talk, which is why it restarted.
Fair.
Ew.
If it makes you feel any better, all of our React images are now error symbols. For no apparent reason.
What?
Yeah, no, in the Twitch, I looked, I tried, like, the actual website that everything is running through. Hang on, I'm just gonna dump the Twitch URL in the Discord chat real quick in case anyone wants to see this. Don't worry, it's not like it's seeing our faces or
Well-
anything. It's just they are literal like error bars.
Yeah,
Very
but the audio
strange.
is still going through, so they can still hear.
Yes, we are still here. And again, it's not like it's anyone except me right now, but it's just
Yeah.
one of those things. Oh dear.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have no idea why. Everything is set up that it should be working. I'm just going to chalk it up to freaking computer gremlins. Who knows?
Yeah.
But yes. Fun.
You know, I think the ocean background looks lovely.
It is. It's a very nice. I'm not gonna lie, for the fact that this is the first what you calls it, Twitch stream OBS overlay thing that I have ever made. I'm pretty pleased with how well it turned out, all things considered.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Thank you. All right. If we if we need to finish up here a little bit because I know Day said
Yeah,
she
Dave
had
has
to
to get off pretty quick.
have to get up pretty soonish here. So, Ray, you
We've
have
got
a
good hour
table.
before I have to go. Well, yeah.
You
45
mentioned
minutes.
between 9 and 9:30, so I just wanted to make certain that we got everything sort of done. My goal, if possible, was to set it up so that you guys could begin the travel back to Forum as sort of something that could happen between sessions. We can cover anything that might have happened during game or during that time, like over chat between the sessions, and then we would start next session fresh in Forum because I mean, unless you guys wanted to potentially get attacked by something else random in the desert.
No. I mean, we were going to take the boat back anyway to avoid that, yes?
Yes. So, but yes, and then we would just sort of describe anything plot pertinent on stream as sort of a recap at the start of next session. That was my goal. So that's why please forgive me if I'm just trying to like smoosh everything at this.
No, that's fine.
Okay. Ray, you have a table runner.
Yay! I'm
Okay.
so struggling.
I'm sorry. I'm just like, I'm waiting
Yes, I
for
have
the
a table
push
run.
button. It's okay. All right. So
Yes, I have a table runner. I'm so proud of it. It looks so good. Ha ha ha.
it does.
Told you all I could.
Sorry, continue.
No, I was just gloating.
Good.
Smug.
You are well within your rights to be a smug catto.
I compliment her on how beautiful it is.
Oh,
Thank you. At least someone appreciates my work.
I'm going to go supervise your interaction to make sure that you don't steal anything else.
Yeah, you got all real silent right there. No one's gonna jump in and say that my table runner looks great. I understand, whatever. It's fine. Good thing we're not keeping it. I bet you missed me while I was really into that book about two lovers from Verona that I was reading.
I didn't pay attention to it. I was too busy hopping around over here. I'm just
Too
kind of
busy
running in
chatting.
circles.
Okay.
Yeah, Cookie had the zoomies. What do you want?
I mean, I've had the zoomies too, so I can't even really.
Yeah, you weren't there, but you had mad zoomies during combat.
Yeah.
Dude, Tabaxi's ability to double move every so often is kind of dope.
Busted.
Nothing
Alright.
wrong with that.
Nope.
Okay. I'm gonna do something.
Hmm?
Okay, I think your table runner is nice. I'm not gonna say it. What I will say is you did a good job.
Okay. He's got tears in his eyes.
Aww.
The way I did it was if he rolled a 10 or over, he liked it. If he rolled a 10 or under, he didn't.
It's fine. Thanks, Benny.
So if you rolled a 10 exactly, you would have liked it and not liked it at the same time?
I think I would have been neutral on it, but
I was gonna
thankfully I
say
have a
apathetic,
modifier. Yeah. But no, he thinks it's nice. Anyway, go get your duck. Let's go get your duck.
My dog. Waiting a strangely long amount of time for this duck. It's felt like a month and a half, maybe even 2 months. But really, it's only been like a day.
All right. So, you enter the Willow's Bend, and the apprentice, whose name is Horan, that you would have overheard from Quill, though you never actually asked his name.
Oh, I was thinking about that. I was like, I don't know this poor man's name.
Quill has mentioned it. Anyway.
You said it was Horan?
It is Horan, yes.
Horan, noted. Got it.
All right. You walk
I just love
like
the mistrustful look on your face.
Wait, this is not a mistrustful. I am waiting. This is as you have been waiting. Do you have any idea how long I have been waiting to give you this item? I have made this item before you entered this game. This item has existed for longer than I think before I have invited most of you to this game. This is a long time coming for a duck.
I really want to know what the duck does. I'm very excited.
I'm so excited to find out about this.
All right.
And his name is Horan.
His name is Horan.
I want the duck to do all the things and then go down in a blaze of glory.
Wait, what?
Ow!
Just eventually, when it is finally done with doing everything that it is supposed to do in the life of its span, I want it to go in a blaze of glory.
No.
Ray will give his life for the duck.
I will.
Oh my god. All right. So you enter the Willow's Bend. Ray and Benny, and I don't know if anyone else wants to come along on this glorious escapade.
I'm going.
Okay. You enter the shop, and Horan is actually back there working on a carving of some description. You see him like at the table with tools. And he, of course, hears the door open. He looks up and he sees that it's you. And are you hiding the table runner? Like, is it in a bag, or are you just, like, holding it out?
Holding it out.
Okay. And he sees you, and he basically, like, drops what he's doing. It's like, oh, finally! Hello, friend!
And I'm gonna...
hello, Hillis. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw up my hand. Norin! Guess what I have for you?
Oh, it's the table runner, right? I mean, it would have to be the table runner, unless you made me something else. I assume it's the table runner, though.
Maybe it is.
Okay. Sorry,
I'm just messing with you. It's the table runner.
Sorry, that was me as the DM thinking your mic might have done that thing again. So sorry. Yes, no. Okay. Cool. All right. Cool. All right. Oh, the duck. And he reaches back over to where it is on the shelf, and he brings down the duck.
The duck.
The duck. I believe I sent a picture of its approximate look in the Discord a while ago. I'll fish up the image again. at some point. But the duck is here. He's like, okay, so let me look at this thing. Obviously, like if it's got like a bunch of tears in it or something. Not that I doubt your craftsmanship, but I just got to double check it before, standard operating procedure for like tradesmen and stuff.
Oh, naturally.
Okay. So you hand him the table runner, I assume. And
yes, it's not crazy designs, but it's got some nice designs going on. It's got the beads. Some of the beads are on the ends, and some of them are also interwoven into the table runner.
Oh, nice. I'm gonna take this back real quick and lie it on the table, see how it looks here real quick.
Yeah,
and
go
then,
for it.
He goes back and he tries to fling it out. What your calls is as you would to unroll it and everything. And he sees he looks a little puzzled for a second, and then he tries to like flick it again. And then he turns back and is like, how did you say I turned it on again?
Hold up.
Intense thought.
This is the face he's making right now.
Okay.
Like, that's how he's watching this.
A very good face indeed. Also, freaking Kelsey, thank you for finding the link to Duck again.
You're welcome.
Ah, all right. He is waiting for a response.
That is so weird.
He looks back to it. It's like, well, you did say it takes some practice. I probably just got to get the wrist motion right or something.
God, this poor kid.
Anyway, it looks fantastic. Oh, sorry, say that again?
He coughed a little with the wrist motion thing, but he's not going to elaborate.
God damn it.
Does he think it's supposed to make the table run?
No, he thinks it's supposed to make birds. Because, you weren't there. You weren't there during the original Duck conversation.
No.
Yeah, Katie pulled some shit when Ray was having this conversation.
So my question is Shava...
Hold on. No, continue. I have something for this that I was working on a while ago. Hold on.
All right, you go ahead with that. Shava, I just realized, so you weren't here before. You're listening in on this conversation. Does Shava have anything to say, or is she just watching and waiting?
I literally just said what she was thinking.
Okay, I just wanted to make... I just wasn't sure if that was in person.
Because you said, how is it supposed to be turned on?
And then in that case, then he's going to look over to you. It's like, oh, yeah, you weren't here for that conversation. Yeah, your friend there is a really good, well, as you can see, like, I don't know if textile artist is the right word. Weaver? Cloth maker person. Anyway, he showed me his cool magic scarf, and so he was, the one that makes the birds, and so I wanted the table runner so that whenever you flick it, like, nice, and then he demonstrates the motion of, like, how you would, like, unroll the table. Y'all know the motion I'm talking about. Like, you're wiggling it. And, it's, but yeah, it's supposed to do birds there, but he did mention that it has to do with a certain degree of skill to release the birds, which I understand, but I obviously don't quite understand it yet, but I will. And in exchange, I am to give him the duck that was carved by my master. That is mildly magical, though I don't know what exactly it does. Just that it's magical.
I agree with him, and then I look over at my companions and raise an eyebrow.
I'm going to just. Oh fuck! That sleight of hand was really bad. Give her a little nudge, but that was a really bad sleight of hand.
Okay, so you basically elbow Shava.
Yes, I did. I was trying to elbow her very stealthily, but it wasn't as good. Damn it! I shouldn't have rolled. I should have just said. I roll so bad.
I don't. Well, you rolled an okay strength save when there wasn't.
Yeah,
anything to
I
save
did
against.
when it was a test run for nothing that even mattered.
You also rolled an investigation. No, wait, that was before. I don't know why it.
I rolled a
thought
nat 20 investigation last time.
Oh, that's what it was. Has Gina found? What you call? No, that's a
I don't
different
know
thing.
where it is. I'm gonna be totally honest.
Oh. Okay.
I was working on something, but until I find it, we can just continue.
Okay. Anyway, so as Horan was explaining the circumstances of your deal, what you calls it, Shava looked at you guys quizzically, and then your buddy Benny just elbowed her in the side.
Yeah, I did. Well, it would be more like my elbow at her shoulder, I think. I'm a big boy.
You are quite tall, and she is actually quite petite for an elf, from my understanding, if I recall the size. Anyway, so now say that again.
I said, do I fall over? I don't actually want to fall over. It's
no.
No. If anything, that is if anything, being like elbowed like from the side and the shoulder, I imagine would be like fairly stable and everything, because there's a lot of like, I don't know. I've never been elbowed in the shoulder. I have no idea what the weight proportions would be on that. But
I think it would be more of a small sway.
Yeah. Anyway, Horan is now looking at you kind of weird.
God damn it.
Is everything okay, buddy?
I'm thinking it over again, and I did mention it is only as strong as your magic, so you probably do have to practice on it, my friend.
Thank God for Ray.
Fair. But if nothing else, it is a very nice. It looks very nice. It has an excellent feel quality to it, and it does fit the table.
Well, thank you.
Master will be very pleased with this. Though it wasn't just the table runner, it was also 10 gold. You still got that part? As he's bringing the table runner back over.
God damn it, I actually, out of character, forgot about that.
Yeah, I almost forgot about it too, and then I was like, wait, no, it wasn't just a straight trade. There was 10
it was
gold
also money.
There was 10 gold involved.
Yes, I still have the 10 gold.
Okay, good. As a DM, I'm just like, wait, please tell me she didn't somehow spend all of her money. And by she, I
think so.
I mean, Ray was hammering those beans. Not Ray. Faraday was hammering pretty hard to get those beans. I wanted to just double check that I didn't miss a multitudinous bean purchase.
Wait.
Yeah, Faraday did go crazy.
Say what?
How many gold did we start out with?
That's going to vary from character to character, but if nothing else, I think you each got 12 gold at the beginning as sort of the like wait, was it 12 gold? Or was it 12 gold total? No, it wouldn't have been 12 gold total. Frick.
Okay. Did
anyway,
I just not add mine in? Because I only have 5. I'm sorry, out of game. My apology.
No.
Okay.
You're fine. Balls. You should have more than 5. We will need to correct that. Let me look that up after game though, and I can fix it after the fact. Just to keep things rolling, but you should definitely have more than 5. What you calls it? But I just don't remember how much you guys got at the beginning. I want to say 12.
I can't remember because we just split something by finding.
Yeah, I want to say.
How much we got and everything.
Oh god. Wait, hang on. If it was, let me just scroll my happy butt up here. See if I happen to write it down. Okay, yeah, it was 60 gold split between the 5 of you, which should be 12 unless my math is very bad.
Okay.
So you should have 12 plus your starting gold. I'm guessing your starting gold was 5, and that should be what you're at.
Perfect. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Important questions.
It is important questions.
Okay.
But yes, so Ray must pay 10 gold and this table runner for this duck.
That is the price we agreed upon, so I will hand over the 10 gold.
All right.
It's not much, but it's an honest living. It's actually very dishonest, but you know.
Yes. He's given like a quick like fidget of him looking through it, make certain like it's all like the correct volume and everything it's supposed to be. Again, standard. All right. Well, it's been a pleasure doing business with you, Ray. Be sure to stop by again next time you're in town. I mean, unless you're staying. Are you guys staying much longer? I didn't think you were.
No.
Most people don't. But anyway, here. And then he hands you the duck. Now, this duck, as you hold this duck is approximately yay biggish. So if it's like on your arm, it's from about here. I assume she's looking at my camera. Gina, are you looking at the camera currently?
Yes, I am.
Okay, good. So it is approximately yay big. I forget what the measurements is. I think from snoot to tail, it is approximately 13 inches and is a solid chunk of wood and weighs approximately thus 2.5 pounds because I weighed this thing. And while this duck is not as immaculately carved as the other one, it is in fact painted, but it is a solid chunk of wood. And this is also your duck in real life now because I happened to find it at a sale and I thought it would be excellent for this. Do not, for the sake of saying it, do not expect this level of commitment in the future because one, I am not made of money to continually buy silly props, but the timing on this was too perfect. And how often do you come across a very lovely wooden duck?
I have known that she bought you that duck for a very long time.
Because we kept getting held up in this, so this thing's been hanging out at my house, and now we'll be hanging out at your house until you return.
Yes. So now we have your duck in real life. I've known for like 2 months.
I'm sorry, I've been in Idaho.
But yeah, now we have duck.
Now we have duck. I'm so happy.
I was going to say, I can't see your face or expression, and your mic is, like, keep doing the push to talk thing. I hope you're happy. Do you like the duck? Oh,
My wife.
good. Okay, I'm glad you like the duck. For real, though, Carissa and I had to figure out how much, because she's like, hey, wait, it's solid wood. How much does it weigh? And I was like, oh, I don't know. Let me weigh it. And then I had to figure out how to weigh it, which was a task in of itself. Anyway, it's 2.5 pounds. You could hypothetically bludgeon a dude with this. But I also wanted to do this to demonstrate to you guys that it is not like a figurine. You are not shoving this in a pocket. Someone is carrying this in a bag. Just so we're clear.
Hefty duck.
This is a duck. Anyway, you may return.
So
excited to
around
have
its
this
neck
duck.
and hang it over your shoulder like a real duck.
Wears a hat. Very heavy hat.
I'm just staring at this duck so lovingly on my iPad.
I can send you a better picture of this immaculate duck. But for now, we should continue with
I'm gonna have
this
to
story.
name him.
You will have to name this duck, both in-game and IRL. They need not be the same name. Anyway.
Like they have to be the same name.
It could be. But anyway, lovely duck. Again, you were looking at me like, I was just your way staring, and so it's like, you stare at me so suspicious, like, no, I am eager. This is why I was eager. Because I have a duck. This duck has been parking itself in my
duck.
I have a duck. I'm sorry. I love this thing. It's such a good duck. It's a very pleasant duck to hold, actually. You like sit there and you just it's like a Dr. Evil thing. It's a good duck.
You can just pet your duck.
All right.
I feel like-
Anyway.
10 gold pieces.
I feel like every session when you come back, you should just have the duck and be stroking it gently.
Oh. Okay.
That's all I want.
All right. You can go ahead and turn your thing off. Thank you for humoring me. Or you can leave it on. It's up to you. I just wanted to give you the option, but thank you. I just wanted to know how you liked it. Oh, all right. Let me put this bite down.
Don't you love this lovely face? It should stay here forever.
By all means.
This is the face of someone who's exhausted.
All right. So, we have acquired a duck. It does not immediately do anything when you touch it. You still have no idea what it does. And this boy,
Okay, but I'm just so happy to have it.
I am now going to say, hey, you guys, we should go check on that micro griffin.
We should go check on the micro griffin.
All
And
right.
I heard us all out to get the said micro griffin. And
That's a great dismount.
And now that we're on our way, I am going to whisper, we need to get the hell out of here before they find out that that's not magical.
I agree.
By the way, real quick, just as a side note, before as you guys were like ushering out and leaving, Horan looks back up and he's like, "What about micro griffins?" Because this is the second time you guys have randomly said that in front of him, and then just booked it.
I'm just gonna wave him off with a dismissive.
We all just
leave the door.
All right. Anyway, but yes, you have an essence of urgency.
We need to get the hell out of here, yeah. But also, above the table, does anyone have the identify spell? We could figure out what the hell the duck does.
I believe Shava is capable of preparing it. Wait, no, isn't no, identify is a 3rd level a spell, I think. But you do have detect Am I wrong? I thought detect magic. Hang on. I got the book. I got the book. I know detect magic is a 1st level spell. I think identify is 3rd. Or maybe 2nd.
I'm looking it up. No, identify is 1st level.
Really? Am I that?
Yeah.
Is there a potion that I could make to like pour on it to find something?
You are not pouring anything on this duck.
The way I set things on fire, I don't blame you.
It is, in fact, a 1st level divination ritual. I don't think druids get it.
Oh yeah, no, it's part of it.
It's not in my list of things that I know.
Unfortunately, then you. And I know both you and Faraday can cast detect magic, which I believe still tells you the nature of the magic. Or does it tell you the nature of the magic or just that it is magical? Hang on.
I think it's a yes/no magical, but I'm not sure.
See,
Can I investigate it real quick?
You can absolutely just like roll an investigation to like inspect this duck.
Oh no.
Well,
you
right.
do not notice anything particularly abnormal about this duck other than it is a very lovely duck.
It's a duck.
I am too excited about the duck.
You are entirely too excited about this duck.
Motherfuck. Why is that the same thing that I rolled earlier?
I show it to Betty and I'm like, Betty, look.
It's a duck.
It's a duck.
Okay.
For the record,
everyone is just crowded around Ray staring at the duck.
Okay.
The duck?
Okay. Hold on.
Do that. I apologize.
So first of all, detect magic will
insight.
Yeah, if it bears magic in the school of magic.
Yeah, so you can at least figure out the school if and when somebody has detect magic. Technically, it's been almost 8 hours. Faraday could have gotten a long rest in at this point. Well, not now, but like in a couple of hours, actually. It would have been sufficient for like a long rest if you wanted her to get her spell slots back to perform detect magic on this duck. But I'm not comfortable like doing all
making
the
that call.
Yeah, that call for her.
I also like to think that whiffed attack roll was. Like, we were all crowding around to investigate the duck, and you're like, back off my duck.
Okay, so for the
It
two,
was a really good attack, to be fair.
yeah, that is. I'd almost argue that would be more of an intimidation than anything. But as far as the two 12s to investigate this duck, you do not notice. You do notice that hey, some of what you thought were actually carvings are actually bone inlay.
Oh. Cool.
Oh.
Neat.
So presumably from your buddy's Quell's tribe. So that's a thing you notice now that you're up close and looking at this duck.
Sweet.
Unfortunately, an investigation will not tell you the abilities or other properties magically related to this duck.
No, they won't. Damn it.
Otherwise, as I said, Faraday has the option of regaining spell slots to perform Detect Magic. I think she has that spell. I'd have to double check. But if nothing else, I know it is on the list of Shava's, and she can swap her spells out every long rest. So you can just swap out one of your spells that's prepared for Detect Magic instead. And you don't even have to burn a spell slot to use it. Once you have it prepared, you can cast it as a ritual, and then you're all good to go. I think.
Nice.
How would I do that for next time? Or I can just ask you next time?
And you can absolutely ask me next time, or you can, I can show, we can do like a little off session to show you or something. We do need to start wrapping up here a little bit, because I know Day has to get going sooner rather than later. But if you want,
we can push it to 10. That's fine.
Oh, are you sure?
If everybody else.
I still need to get to bed, so.
Okay.
All right. Well, in that case, then, can we just sort of fast forward to like the evening real quick, and I can show you guys the little Porlos? Yeah, little Porlos dude.
Yes.
So cute.
Yes. All right. So, it is getting to dusk. You head back down to Varus's house, and he's like, "Oh, hi, yes." Hang on, I gotta drink here. Hydrate. Also, I've been talking for like 2 straight hours.
Yeah.
All right. So, and the images are still busted, and I still have no friggin' idea why.
It's okay. We get the lovely sea background. That's nice.
That's fine. All right. What you call it? So you get down to Varus's, and he's like, "Oh, yes, hello. All right. So he, brings you back into the house and through the main barn area and into the back area, where you see now that the first animals, the ones in the main barn, are starting to like cozy up a little here and get ready for bed, whereas the ones in the back, seem to be getting rather active and things. And he's got basically a couple plates of meat with him as you walk back. It's like, I was just about to feed these guys. I tend to keep them on the same schedule as I do for taking out Porlos to do his little hunts. And you see these other ones that were previously tucked away in little sleeping like cover areas before, to be indeed some description of like a tawny owl looking micro griffin, but similarly kind of like a basic tabby looking back bits, I think.
So cute.
Yes. And then you also have oh god, wait, I have to find an image real quick. Give me a second. It should be really quick to find. So oh wait, no, this one is better. So now I'm going to dump another image in the Discord chat real quick, because now that he is up and awake, as the door opens, our friend who was can I not? Oh, there it is. Our friend who was he's still on the stick, and he turns to look at you guys. He looks like this.
Oh my god, he's a Pootu!
It's a Pootu!
It's a Pootu! We
I
need
fall in
it.
love immediately.
I'm gonna say this animal handling is gonna determine whether or not Benny even like tries to touch it. Oh, yeah, if it approaches him, he will.
Of course.
Okay. I will keep that in mind for if and when you decide to interact with this bird.
Yeah.
But yes, he is now awake, and he does make sort of a what sounds almost like kind of mournful. I cannot mimic the sound of a Potu call, and for obvious reasons, I'm not gonna like just YouTube search Potus.
Wow, that
Yes.
was bad.
Okay.
Oh no, Shava!
I haven't even gotten the bird out yet. Why are we rolling already?
That's mine was a preemptive whether or not Benny was even gonna engage.
It's a good thing that you haven't got the bird out yet, because that means I can re-roll.
Okay, yes. I have not called for rolls. Benny's at least was just a question of whether or not Benny was liking the bird. Benny is at least interested in the bird. Okay. Please stop rolling unless I ask for rolls. Thank you. Okay. So, Varus then doles out the meat to the other owl ones who seem less than like friendly as the front ones do. They seem a little bit more like very possessive over the food. And then he goes over to the other cage and pulls out Borlos, who he goes to pick him up and kind of immediately like holds him up to his shoulder, and Borlos immediately like jumps up and kind of like curls there to sit on his shoulder and again stare at you with his strikingly yellow Potu eyes.
He's so cute. He is just a creature.
I'm like, okay, these guys are either going to think this is adorable or the most terrifying creature known to man.
It's adorable in a really freaky way.
Okay. So he gestures up like so. Again, for those of you who weren't in here before, but this is Borlos. He is, as I said, fairly well trained, as you can see, and he reaches up to give him a little scritch under the neck. Borlos is still staring at you. Oh yes, of course. As he starts to head out the door. With you guys to do his little hunting rounds. As you go outside, Borlos starts looking around rather excitedly before like getting into a sort of stance as best as you can on a shoulder. And you see a little butt wiggle before he pounces off with his wings spread and flapping into the dusk area around the house. Undoubtedly to find some moths or something that some of you with dark vision can see, and others of you who don't have dark vision can't see shit.
My character
I see everything, and also I love him.
Say that again, Stella? Or Stella?
I
Sorry.
said my character squeals with excitement. I'm not going to squeal over the radio or the headphones.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Yes. This is appreciated. Any loud exuberations, both by myself and players, is appreciated to be responded to with verbiage rather than action. I accept these terms.
Rather than actually shrieking.
Yes. All right. So, Shava is shrieking. Gina, you said something, and then I lost it. I'm sorry.
It is okay. Ray basically has the same sized pupils because he's so excited. He wants that bird.
Team pet. Team pet.
All right.
I turn to what's his name again?
His name is did I say Varus or Varus? Oh God,
I think you said Varus.
Varus. Thank you. Yes, I think I did as well. You're Varus. What did you say? Sorry.
We'll take him.
I really appreciate that. I'm glad he can find a good home. But if you don't mind me just sort of testing to see how he likes it, obviously. Hang Porlos. He would make a sort of whistling noise to call him. I cannot whistle. Assume a whistle happens.
Also, that would be one that would not be very fun over Discord either.
Agreed. Anyway, as as Porlos is circling back, you see basically his entire, for those of you who are not familiar with Potus, basically his entire face pretty much looks like it unhinges like a freaking snake to swallow a moth whole.
Love that. Oh, he's terrifying. I love him.
They're like mouths hinged, like pretty much back at their ears. It's horrifying and adorable. I don't know what to make of them.
I'm gonna roll something real quick, okay?
Okay.
Okay, hold on.
Is this a private roll? Is this a just
gonna be a private? Well, it depends on the result.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay. All right. Never mind.
Okay.
I'll DM.
All right. Is this something that would need to happen before he lands, or may I describe that?
Oh no, go ahead.
All right. He lands back what you call it? Varus actually like holds out his arm to him so that he can kind of like land partially for a second before like getting back onto his shoulder. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I have a thing. Doop. Understood. Okay. Oh, okay. Understood. All right. So there is what you call it. So he is back over here, and he's actually going to try and as best as you can. Anyone who has ever had a shoulder cat, trying to peel the shoulder cat off of your shoulder. He attempts to peel the Porlos off of his shoulder to deliberately sort of hold him in his arm. Porlos is clearly not pleased with this situation. He wants to go back to his perch. But he does sort of bring him over to the party members here present, and he lets Porlos kind of like investigate you guys more closely. And now is where animal handling rolls would be appropriate if anyone wishes to roll them to try and pet and interact with Bird.
Nice.
All right, Ray successfully handles Bird, as does Quoki.
Nice.
Okay, this is a fairly well-trained bird. He is. You guys just you don't like actively antagonize him. He reacts well to you. He reacts best to Ray. He is giving you like a head tilt kind of thing as investigation and like inquisitiveness.
Today has been a great day for Ray and birds.
All right. And he is going to sort of open up his arms a little bit to release Porlos. And what you calls it? I am going to roll here real quick. It's the one I wanted. Okay. He is going to release Porlos from his hands. Porlos is going to sort of look around, do a little hop, and he is going to sort of jump hover fly up onto Benny's shoulder.
God damn it. That's not what I wanted.
You are the tallest person here. He just likes a high perch.
I'm the best perch, I guess.
And he comes to settle on Benny's shoulders.
Okay.
It's like
I'm gonna roll that again. That thing that I rolled before.
Okay.
Oh no!
Well, I'll let you describe that because this is your character.
Oh no. So that was a deception to see how Benny handled feeling some feelings about a trait that he shares with this bird, and he didn't really hide it very well, so he's kind of a little he kind of likes the bird a little bit. He's gonna reach up and pet it.
And Porlos is gonna like nudge his head into Benny's head and
Damn it.
and yes, not purrs, just like accepting of pets. We're not full purrs yet, but he's like, I accept pets. This is good.
He feels a kinship with this fucking freak bird. He really does.
All right.
Damn it.
For the record, I literally numbered each of you, and I just rolled a die, and because I'm like, I want one thing, but I want it to be random. The dice speak. The dice speak my soul.
Spoke. It makes sense. Benny is the tallest. It would go to Benny.
All right. But Varus looks over to you. He's like, yes, I think he's found a good home with you. I don't know if the innkeep would care much for having him in there this evening. If you like, I can keep him here one last night, and then you can pick him up in the morning.
We'll take him tonight.
Oh, all right.
Do you have any extra insects that we can take along the way? I can pay you some for him.
No, I don't really catch insects. It's not something I have particular skills at. We normally just come out here for hunting. And with that, Porlos, his eyes go wide again as he sees something dart and immediately books it back into the sky to seek more moths.
We have a team
Me
pet.
too, little fella.
So how are we supposed to keep this thing with us?
Are you asking Varus that, or are you asking...
That's a good question.
I was going to say, I feel like that's something the party should have considered before they decided to, acquire a pet.
I asked Varus that question.
Well, like I said, I mean, you saw him when he was sleeping in the day. He pretty much will stay as stone still as I have ever seen an animal during the day. It is actually almost frightening. But I imagine you could keep him in a similar to carrier to what I had the other fellows in for brief transport. But also, if possible, you, like I said, might be able to just keep him on your shoulder and things throughout the day. Otherwise, I mean, bugs are mostly everywhere. You might be able to get him to eat some seeds now and then. I'm not quite sure. Like I said, he and his species, or not species, I guess, but subspecies variant morph. I'm still not quite sure on all the terminology, but he's, as you said, he mostly tends to himself so long as there are insects around.
What are his favorite insects?
Moths, definitely.
Perfect.
The bigger, the better.
Okay.
I love that.
As
so
you
Benny,
see,
let's get him back on your shoulder and we'll get on the road. I turn to Benny and say that.
When he lands back on my shoulder, I'm straight up going to like tilt down so that he goes your direction to try to get him off of my shoulder.
roll animal handling.
Which one, me or Benny?
Yeah, you.
No, Benny, because he's trying to get an animal to do a thing. You successfully get the bird off your shoulder.
Yay!
So am I holding him now then?
You can now be holding the bird. The bird can now be on your shoulder.
Okay. And off we go to the boat. Waving goodbye. We need to get out of here before we get caught.
We do. We do need to get out of here.
All right. And with that, you have solved the mystery. You have acquired a magical duck. You have acquired a Potu Palace Cat Micro Griffin as a pet and a boat. Not exactly a great boat, but a boat. And with that, you are on your way as the sun sets in the east. Wait. Yes.
Yes, right?
Yeah.
Yes, that is correct. Sets in the east. As the sun begins to set in the east, or at least dips even further down, you are all setting out on this boat back out. And, well, you're still mostly hugging the shore. Like I said, this is not a deeper water vessel. And on your way towards Forum. And with that, we call this session. And finally, the end of this middle questy thing. I'm so excited. And like I said, I will cover anything that happens via travels in the interim via Discord chat. So keep an eye out for that. If I ping you guys or if I put anything in your messages, please read and respond. It is important. At least before the beginning of next session, because like Carissa and I have to plan things that happen in relation. So that is that. Hang on, let me pull up my system here. Not that there's anything really happening right now on this.
We finished our first quest. We did it.
Yay! All right. And with that, everyone, I bid you good night.